Hello, everyone. Hey, teacher. Hello. Finish your save draft. Hope you guys are doing good. Hey, teacher Dennis. Happy Saturday. Tommy, ALV, Thindu, and Todd are banned from this channel. So if you see them, let me know. We'll kick them out of here. I need to go grab some water real quick. I hope you guys are doing good. Let me play a song real quick, and then I'll be right back. I have the Growing Pains theme song stuck in my head. I guess we'll do Give Me Shelter. Okay, we'll give Tommy a pass. Tommy can stay. What a great song that is. Love that song. Not staying, it's Sunday. Oh, yeah. Forgive me, it's Sunday. Hey, teacher, did you know that? If you're friends with these guys on a Sunday, all of a sudden they turn in. His name is Tom Corleone on Sundays. This guy. Him and AOB especially. When Sunday comes around, all of a sudden they turn into the Godfather. They got to eat pasta. They have to make gravy. They go to church. Saint this, saint that. Don't try to call them on a Sunday. They're not going to answer. Not unless you're Italian. Not unless you had an invitation to talk to them on Sunday. I didn't turn my tinge unit off. Macaroni up now. Nice. I just got done eating some ground beef. It was boring, but it was healthy. Tommy's throwing up the Italian flag sign. We're right on. What am I doing for the rest of the day? Probably working in the kitchen is what I should be doing. I just ordered a new banner that I'm excited about for the Halloween season. It says pumpkin pies, cheesecakes. I don't know what it says. Pumpkin pies, cheesecakes, and cupcakes at the top. And then it says chocolate strawberries and strawberry shortcakes. And then it's got a bunch of little graphics on there of all my. It's going to be cool. Oh, I think it might say caramel apples on there too. Hopefully it does. Somebody asked me to make caramel apples for next week for the farmer's market. All right, on. Tommy's got macaroni going. Who was it? Somebody sent me a recipe for a marshmallow frosting. I want to try that too. I think it was Patty. I don't get that stupid song out of my head. Are my elbows feeling better yet? Nope. I don't think it works that quick. I took my first round of PBC 157 and TB 500 today. PBC 157. Guess it's not on here. Maybe it's on here. Give me 1 sec, guys. So, because I've been having sore elbows the last. Hopefully, it will kick in soon. Because my elbows are killing me, and I've never had this happen before, and it kind of worried me because it's been like 2 months now, and it's to the point where, especially in the morning, like I'm lifting a cup of like a coffee mug up right now, and I can feel my elbow. It feels like it's not super painful, but it feels like if you worked out the next day, how your muscles are sore. That's what it feels like. in both my elbows now, and it won't go away. So I'm getting, and just so happens my buddy started slinging peptides. So
that shit right into my hamstring for 2 weeks, and I was right back on the field. Well, that's the thing about peptides too. The Wolverine stack, BP157 and TB500, it just really helps injuries.
I didn't know they called it the Wolverine stack.
That's what they call it, the Wolverine
For
stack.
healing,
Yeah, because you heal incredibly well. I was talking to a pro football player, who pulled his hamstring. He's like, dude, I shot that shit right into my hamstring for 2 weeks, and I was right back on the field.
Wow.
I was like, that's nuts. I go, what is a normal rehab? He goes, 3 months. I shot that shit right into my hamstring for 2 weeks. And
so that's what I'm taking. They call it the Wolverine stack. They're mixed together. Protective body compound 157, and then TB500, whatever that is. Like I can't remember the name of it. It's a long ass name. That, and then I'm doing NAD plus, which is supposed to be all really good, like amino acid type of stuff. So we'll see. Hey, teacher said no macaroni for her today. I'm sure I'm going to have to eat dinner too eventually. All right. Where are we at? I just took a picture or saved this pizza because I don't know. It says, what are your first thought? What is your first thought when you see this pizza? I mean, I would try it because I'm curious, but where's the cheese at? Is the cheese underneath? Or is it just a cheeseless pizza? The sauce is so good you don't even need cheese, or what? Or maybe is that a certain type of a pizza that's like that? Tomato pie. Is that what it is? Let me check the comments. Now that sounds like a legit answer. This screams heartburn. Where's the cheese? Not a pizza, it's a tomato pie. Otherwise, there would be cheese. Yeah. I mean, if you made your own pizza sauce and it was just, I don't know. I guess if you couldn't eat cheese too. Yes, my Nana made tomato pie, not pizza. Where was I at? When I was a kid, they would say your pie is ready. I think it was at Godfather's Pizza, actually. That was super popular when I was a kid. Remember that Godfather's Pizza? I think we talked about that before. Or mozzarella could be under the tomato. CG2, hello. I mean, I'm down to try it. I love cheese, but I mean, I've eaten, slices of pizza before where the toppings fell off. Hope you're doing well, CG2. We made tomato pie. It was dough, sauce, black pepper, and grated cheese. So there is a little tiny bit of cheese in there, just kind of like for flavor. Huh. I bet it was pretty good. I mean, I might have to try one now. A good tomato pie means that the crust is excellent. Right? I mean, if you're only going to have a couple of, it's got to be good. You can't, like when it's only crust and tomato sauce, both of them have to be good, right? All right, let's move on. That does look good though. I've been eating way too much pizza lately though. I gotta lay off. I mean, I would eat that right now, I'm not gonna lie. I would eat it. I would not say no. But I'm not gonna order pizza tonight. All right. US 330. I think it says hashtag Buff Life, so it must have been Buffalo. It's Philly cheesesteak time. First stop was Geno's for cheesesteak number one. Second stop was across the street to Pat's, King of Cheesesteaks. And I think we've seen these people online, right?
I told you my hometown was Philadelphia. Just got done announcing the UFC. All I've been dreaming about this whole 3 days is the cheesesteak. I got to eat right now. Here we are. Geno's here. Pat's over there. I'm going to get one from each. Yeah.
Oh, so this is Philly. So that isn't Pat the guy that? Yeah, Pat was the guy that would always go at. What's his name?
All right, here we are. Pat's. They invited us in. Look at this. This is what I love. This is what I missed as a kid. My cheesesteak from Philly. Big cheers to Pat's. You gotta love Pat's. It's time. It's time to eat cheesesteak. Yeah. All right, here we are. Pat's. They invited us in. Look at this. This is what I love. This is what I missed as a kid. My cheesesteak from Philly.
A lot going on at them cheesesteak places, I bet, you know. Now I want a pizza for dinner, says Hey Teacher. That's funny. It's Philly, right? Why did it say Buff, though? Hey Teacher, me too. I have leftover pie thai. Oh, the pad thai, or whatever they call it. That stuff's good if you get it from a place that knows how to make it. I like some good Thai food, some lap thai, some pad thai, or whatever that is. Some coconut shrimp soup. Now you can save it for, well, you know, that's what I did. I can't remember when it was. Friday I went to the meat market, and then I came home. Instead of cooking what I just bought, I ordered pizza. But sometimes it just calls your name, you know. Can't say no. So Bruce Buffer was at Geno's and Pat's. Now I have to look at Buff Life. What is Buff? Oh, maybe that's Buffer. I get it now. Bruce Buffer. I should have known. Okay. This is a video of the day Charlie Kirk was taken out. It shows him walking out to the crowd. And the dude who was on the microphone asking the question when he was killed, his name was Hunter Kozak. This video is neither here nor there. It just shows Hunter Kozak being the only person that's not cheering when Charlie walks out. The dude is just a weird motherfucker in the first place. An obvious member of, you know, some type of intelligence agency, something or other. Military. We don't need to watch it again, but what do we got here? McDonald's. I had to go to a McDonald's a few weeks ago because I didn't pay my phone bill, and I was at the farmer's market, and I realized at the last minute I'm not going to be able to run people's credit cards because I didn't pay my phone bill. I just realized my phone wasn't working. And I'm like, shit. And now I would be able to pay my phone bill online, even with the disconnected, but I don't have enough money in my bank account. I have to go to I need an internet connection so I can transfer some money real quick. So I go to a McDonald's. There was a McDonald's, and I logged into their free Wi-Fi, which I knew was a horrible idea, but I had to do what I had to do. And I was able to get my phone turned back on. But this is why I knew it was a horrible idea.
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and what a crazy time to be alive, my friends. In case you didn't know, while you are scanning that McDonald's app for free fries, the Golden Arches are building a 500-page digital prison cell all around you. A full-blown behavioral dossier that doesn't just record what you ate, it predicts your next move, maps your life, and locks you in so tight that the algorithm is already laughing at the idea that you'll never come back. A Wired journalist named Reese Rogers thought that he would just check in on how much data they were vacuuming up, and what they dumped on him was a staggering 515-page report. 515 pages of pure commercial surveillance. Every single transaction, every loyalty point, every app click, every monopoly code he ever scanned. And then the real nightmare, cold, calculated predictions about his future. They calculated that he would show up 2.16 times in the next 6 weeks, that he would drop an average of $13.49 a pop, and that he would hand over $29.15 in total. His customer attrition likelihood was zero, as in, this man is theirs forever. They predict he will never not come back. The system's top predictions for him were that he would buy a large Diet Coke, followed by things like a spicy snack wrap and a cheeseburger with fries. They even shoved his life into creepy little boxes, like food-led afternoon snack and on-the-go lunch in a rush. And they tracked the exact geolocations that he frequents the most. So this is no longer just a burger joint, my friends. This is a data harvesting machine wearing a clown mask. And if you think that's where the horror ends, I dug a little deeper, and just wait until you hear how creepy this gets. But just before I get into that, I want to let you know about this other very shocking news coming out of Canada.
So, and when you think, it is crazy, right, CG2? And think about how they say they need these data centers. Now it starts to make a little bit more sense. When you have corporations that are harvesting all of this data for predictive programming or whatever, now it makes a little bit more sense why they would need all these buildings to harvest all this data, you know. But the question is, why? You know what I mean? Because McDonald's exists. It exists there for more than the purpose of just feeding people, you know? And I guess it always has. Because they cannot be trying to, you know, acquire that much data to figure out, you know, how to advertise to us. They had to figure that out a long time ago, you know? It's probably more along the lines of where they need to put cameras and, you know, that type of stuff.
Innovative tech company Equibit was on the verge of disrupting a $10 billion securities industry when it was...
But I'm not going to play the rest of that. We'll move on. Lake Powell, the second largest reservoir in the United States, provides water and electricity to millions in the West. It has now shrunk to the lowest level on record. And the latest sign of the alarming crisis unfolding on the drought-stricken Colorado River. Lake Powell. I don't know anything about Lake Powell. In fact, I don't even know if I've heard of it. I must have heard of it before, but it doesn't ring a bell. But the weather has been crazy lately. This video here is 9 minutes long. I'm only going to play a few seconds of it. This has hit the internet recently. Everybody's showing it. This is the video. This video has been out there for a while, since the beginning. but nobody picked up on it till now. This is the video that Terrell Farnsworth recorded, the guy who stands up on top of that concrete barrier going, "They shot Charlie, they shot Charlie." Well, he probably not on purpose, of course, but accidentally catches something on camera he wasn't supposed to catch. And it shows somebody in a full-on, like a black hood, like a costume almost, over their head. And they jump into the back of the SUV. That's Frank Turek right there in the white t-shirt. He gets ready to open up the back, and then out, you can't see the guy yet, but there's a guy that's about to come into the view of the camera. And right before he jumps into the back, Terrell Farnsworth realizes that what he's catching on camera, and he turns the camera back towards himself real quick. But it's got everybody talking.
I just saw this conspiracy theory and I checked it, and I think it might pan out, but this is unsubstantiated or whatever, right? I heard that somebody else ran into the very back. This is what this is. Terrell Farnsworth, right? Check this out right here. Someone else is running into the back of the SUV with Frank Turek, it looks like. That's what they're saying on the internet. And I went and checked it, and I'm seeing it. I'm going to show it to you guys right now, okay? So look, I'm going to show you the whole video first, where this is at. And it's fast. It's only like a couple frames. It's this video. I'll try not to show it to you. All right, it's fast. All right, so it stops right there, right?
So it's just neither here nor there, but interesting. According to this lady, there is a lot of people that are not paying their mortgage, and they're not reporting it because apparently the banks can't do anything about it, because this has never happened before, because people are so broke or whatever that, I don't know if it's true or not, but not suspicious, right? Yeah, that guy. I don't know. We'll have to see tomorrow if Candace brings that up or not. Listen to this lady talk. This doesn't sound good if it's true.
Y'all, people are really not paying their bills. I know you guys have recently found out that there is a large portion of people that have just stopped paying their mortgage. They've defaulted on their mortgage loan, and the banks are pretty much just like, it's so many, we can't even do nothing about it. This is worse than 2008. The difference is they're not publicizing it. They're not causing widespread panic. I don't understand the game plan of them trying to keep this as a secret when we all know what's actually going on. I think the reason why they're not saying anything or much about the financial situation is because once we all find out, the ones that still paying our bills, that everybody else ain't paying their bills, we'll also stop paying our bills. And the craziest part about this is mortgages and rent and, keeping a place over your head is typically the last bill that people stop paying. People will default on everything else. Credit cards is first thing, maybe even your car, but it's typically the car and the house that are the last things to go. And the fact that so many people are not paying their mortgage, and the fact that the bank ain't even foreclosing on them or arranging to kick them out because it's too many, speaks volumes. This is definitely worse than 2008. 2008 only went bad because the banks were intentionally giving out terrible loans to where they just inflated to an impossible amount to pay. Not that people didn't have jobs, not that people didn't have money. It was simply because of the loan. The banks, they did that on purpose to cause the crash. But this situation here has been a long stretch of intentionally making the middle class take hit. Even the upper class take hit after hit.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just infuriating to listen to that. Gas prices alone would be enough to give us some type of a compensation. You know what I mean? Stimulus or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Something to offset that. What happened to all the tariff money? I'm just glad I live within my means, you know, and I mean, who knows? It could get so bad that I probably would be one of the first people affected by that shit, you know. Just got to keep working hard. But there's a lot. I mean, you feel bad for people out there that, you know, they have these huge houses and all these bills, this big complicated life, and the only way that they could ever sustain that life is by that one job they have that they went to school for. But if that gets taken away, they don't have any reasonable mean of making that type of money for anything, you know. And so I think that's happening quite a bit because a lot of industries are collapsing. Anyway, we will move on. Mackenzie Durham, you know, I used to be such a fan of the UFC, but with the gambling and all the other crap that's involved in it now, I'm not anymore. I mean, this is a perfect segment for the complaint department because it's just me bitching about it. But I'm just not a fan. And then you see especially these girls, you see them after the fight, their face is just all smashed in. It can't be good. And then we've already seen what it does to some people, like Stephan Bonner, and they just end up dead with a horrible ending. Drug addicted, you know, domestic violence, that type of shit. It's just, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it anymore.
Yeah, you said you feel like you're the champion now after that one, you know, really truly. Do you feel like, though, that you still have to beat Weili in order to kind of get that sort of respect from everybody?
No, I mean, I felt like the champion before when I won the belt, but I just think I solidified myself even more as a champ for the fans, you know, that they would say that. But I don't think I need to win Weili to be a champ. You know, I mean, people retire. Not that I'm not saying that that's what she's gonna do, but I mean, the more defenses I can get at this, whoever comes next, I think I proved that I was a champion. I mean, Jillian was 5-fight win streak, so Vina was a 5-fight win streak. I just became 4-fight win streak, so it's like, I mean, I don't know how much more I need to do to prove that.
Yeah. Do you hope that Weili is the one that is next for you, given the landscape right now, or do you think there are other options out there for you as well?
No, I mean, I don't hope for anybody. You know what I mean? Whoever the UFC gives to me, I'll be ready.
Mute minute. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Did you watch the fights last night? Sweet Tea she was nice enough to give me her password to watch it. And so I watched one of the fights and then I just fell asleep. Not gonna lie. I woke up and signed out of her account and totally missed the Ian Gary fight. And I probably would have been a decent fight because it went 5 rounds, but didn't make it. That's why I don't pay for that, I guess. I hope you're doing good. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was saying that I started doing the Wolverine stack peptides, PBC 157 and TB 500. Started that today. Pretty excited about. Hopefully it fixes my elbows so I can fly to Buffalo and drag Thendo into a phone booth. I'll just grab his construction hoodie and like rip it over his face. Right. Get me started on him. I'll take that phone. Where's he at? Boy, those kids are out there just yelling and screaming. All right, what else we got here? JD Vance. I don't understand money. I never understood money. I don't understand the stock market. I don't understand how money works. I wish I did because I probably have more of it. But he says that he wants to end the U.S. dollar's position as a global reserve.
That's exactly right. And by the way, you know, I'm this is like maybe super heterodox. I am not sure that I think the reserve currency is actually good for the United States of America. I think there is a good argument that reserve currency status is akin to coal in Appalachia. It's a resource base, right? It allows your consumers to consume very cheaply, right? That's been the story of the American economy for the last 15 or so years. Even before that, is we can just borrow basically in an unlimited way because we have the reserve currency. That's exactly right. And by the way, I'm
Yeah, so I don't know what that means. I know there's a lot of pushback against that from certain people, but the people that are pushing back against it,
You
like
said you feel like
the lady that tweeted about it was Dana Loesch. She's the one who did that video about attacking Candace Owens for attacking Erica Kirk. You don't attack the widow. Leave the widow alone. That's her. So, and then Rob Schneider, comedian, tweeted about it. Said he doesn't like JD Vance. He wouldn't vote for him. And he's going to vote for Marco Rubio. I don't trust anything that Rob Schneider says, and I don't trust anything that Dana Loesch says. So, not that I would vote for JD Vance, but it's just interesting. Mom Domney, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani speaking what?
你好，我的名字是 Mayor Zohran Mamdani。我不知道中文，可是我想试一下。纽约市政府将免费送出2000多张百老汇演出门票，请于8月17日之前访问以下网站，了解如何参加抽签。您还可以免费获得 The Theater Development Fund 为期2个月的会员资格，享受百老汇演出的折扣。演出现场见。你好，
Ni hao. I know what that means. That means hello. Why does he speak Chinese? I mean, I'm confused. Hey, teacher's going for a pizza. He speaks Chinese, and the question is why? How? Very interesting. It looks like he's inside my lemonade stand. I didn't realize that before. With my new background. Looks like he's given his Chinese address from inside my tent. Yeah, I mean, what's crazy is back when Common Core was kind of being instituted, I'm gonna say it's like around 2015. I was looking at the schools around here and foreign language, and I noticed that in all the poor places, like where I live, they offer Spanish. You get Spanish, and then you'll get French and German. Have a couple. I took Japanese actually because my stepdad was Japanese, but then in all the rich neighborhoods they teach Chinese. Chinese wasn't offered at my school, but I know it's like Mercer Island, Bellevue, all these places they teach Chinese. So I don't know if that has to do anything with anything, but because Mom Domney's from a rich school, from a rich family. So if you have money, I think that Chinese might be one of those languages that you would learn. If you're poor, you learn Spanish. I'll let you know a secret. Asians in New York City hate him. Interesting. The Asians hate him. I told you yesterday, Osada, Asian business in New York City donates a lot of cash. Oh, that's right. Super sus. Super suspicious. Right, Nick? That's full on CCP. But that's just, our country is just not what we think it is, I don't think. Did that make any sense? It's not what we think it is, I don't think. Wild. Well, says, call me Mom Domney, just delivered a whole address in Chinese. This is America. Get this commie out. Yeah, don't know. All right, what do we have here? A little video of another little parody.
Wait, I can explain.
Shabbat Shalom, Andrew.
What?
We invested a lot in you.
I was having nicotine withdrawal. The chair was uncomfortable. I barely slept. My foot was...
Silence!
She asked you to name one of the 7 charges. You said positive evidence 47 times.
It was a framework!
47 times, Andrew. Bring me the jar.
No. No! Please! Not the pickles!
Yeah, wasn't as good as the song, but Tim Pool. I blocked this guy a long time ago. He's one of those guys, you know, normally I can, even people I don't like, I can listen to their nonsense. Tim Pool, I can't stand him. He's like, you know, when someone attacks a woman like he does, when he was attacking Candace Owens, calling her a C word and all, you know, all this kind of stuff. I guess I say it to Erica Kirk, but I had to block him. So this is him being called out for, you know, and I always say that they try to start a civil war. They want a civil war so bad in this country, and he's one of the people that do it. He's one of the grifters, the propagandists that are always calling for it, and he can't handle the heat here, and he just walks out. It's hilarious.
My next surrounded claim is that the United States is tracking towards a civil war.
There's 42 of your titles that have the word civil war in it.
Correct.
With big fonts on the front.
They sure do.
So why is that? It's sensationalist. It's easy to get clicks on that. There's a reason why you say it, because it's very profitable for your business.
Not necessarily.
But there's
We have
there comes a point-
1,600
Tim Pool,
episodes
Tim
of
Pool,
just
Tim
IRL.
Pool. There comes a point where people stop taking your predictions seriously.
Are you going to make an
Like you
argument,
said-
or are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. I'm
Okay,
trying to
then let's make an
explain.
argument about whether
I'm
or not
trying.
we are tracking.
Can
No.
you relax?
If you're making
The
an
point-
argument, you
no,
don't
Tim.
like my thumbnails, or you don't, you try to say my name over and over
I'm
again.
saying that you say bullshit in order to get money. But what
Let me
I
ask
really
you.
think
Let
is
me ask you a
the
question.
predictions.
Let me
Hold
ask
on.
you. Let me ask you a
Tim,
question. You can't
I will
answer.
agree with you that there's increased polarization.
Huh?
I would attribute a
All
lot
right,
of that
let
to
me-
people being specifically online.
Let me ask.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
disagree.
less interaction with
completely
people
agree.
that are in
Sure.
different camps.
Let me. You defer.
Where you can say that
Let me
there's
ask you a
civil
question.
war every fucking year and it doesn't happen. And
I
you're gonna
never
say,
said
it just
there
hasn't
was.
happened yet.
Let me ask you a
Or
question.
if it does happen, you say, see, I've had it all
Let me
along.
ask you a
You are
question.
the same thing as
Let-
like the
let me
Christian rapture
ask you
people
a
who say
question.
that the rapture's coming every fucking year.
Are
and
you-
when it doesn't happen,
do
it's
you want a
like, oh, it's not
soapbox?
happening.
Do you want me to get you a
I'm just saying,
soapbox?
it's really
I can leave.
easy.
You want me to- you
It's
want me to
really
go?
easy to
You want me
like
to
do
leave?
what you do.
You want me to
It's really easy to do what you do. Like you literally just say, Civil War is happening next year. Civil War is happening next year. It's coming. Make sure you subscribe to Timcast. Continue to watch my videos, please. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. It's easy to do what you.
That's crazy. He just got him to walk off stage. And these people are the people that get put in front of us as like they're the, you know, the authority on whatever the fuck they're trying to talk about. And you get just anybody that dude doesn't even have, he only has one hand. Not that that's going to make him less of a debater, but you can just bring anybody in there and just cook these people. I mean, it's just, Tim Pool is just such a fucking joke. What a pansy. He'll sit there and go off on people, and then he gets a little pushback from one person, and he literally just walks off because he can't handle it. Man, please. Anyway. Colorado had a ton of hail the other day. Just wild. Here's a picture of That's crazy. Yeah, that can get deadly real quick. Because the hail, like, it doesn't act like snow. It'll just like start. Once it gets a little too much built up, it'll run downhill real quick. So much hail fell that the snowplow was brought out to clear the roads in Englewood, Colorado. It says. And it's August. It's be right back. Going into the shop. Okay, yeah, be careful. Just going to get the pizza. I need to be an advertiser. A lot of people say that, like, I start talking about food and it gets them hungry. They want, and we got Hey Teacher to actually go get a pizza. I actually got offered to an advertisement opportunity today for the first time ever on Facebook. That nub. What is that? Oh, that guy? Yeah. That's hilarious, Nick. But it was on Facebook, and what was the thing? Facebook is giving me, they'll give me 1% of the sales from Amazon if I do an Amazon ad for chocolate strawberries through Amazon, and their chocolate strawberries cost $34 a dozen. Mine are $20. And if you order them today, you get them on Tuesday. What? How does that even... I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me. So that means I make 34 cents for everybody that orders 2-day-old moldy chocolate strawberries from Amazon. Thanks a lot, Jason. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So, I mean, I did not do it. They can do better than that. All right, what else do we have? Yeah, I don't know if it's a hurricane or what they call that storm. Oh, yeah, Hurricane Lana. See, they're not even supposed to have hurricanes in the Pacific. But if it crosses over from the Atlantic into the Pacific, it's labeled a hurricane. But if it originates in the Pacific, it's a typhoon. That's what at least the official explanation used to be. So I don't know if that's the case for this, but Hurricane Lana. That's what Rainbow Falls looked like in Hawaii before. This is what it looks like with the hurricane. The flash flood warning is active on Oahu as ex-hurricane Lala lashes the rest of the Hawaiian island chain with an arching band of pouring rain and 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts. 125,000 people have lost power. Raging floodwaters slam into a bridge in Hilo, Hawaii. What this says. Crazy. Scary when the ocean comes into you, you know. Kurt Cameron from Growing Pains.
And as Christians support the government of Israel? We are commanded to support Israel.
I know the verse that Tucker Carlson's talking about in Genesis actually doesn't say Israel. It says that those who bless you, Abraham, this was before Israel, will be blessed by God, and those who curse you, Abraham, will be cursed by God. Jesus demystifies who the children of Abraham actually are, and Paul absolutely clarifies it. For not all who are born into the nation of Israel are truly members of God's people. Well, that sounds like it contradicts what Ted Cruz just said. Being descendants of Abraham doesn't make them truly Abraham's children. It sounds like he's saying not all of Israel is really Israel just because they're Jewish. Israel didn't have a nation or a land to call their own for almost 2,000 years since the destruction of the temple in the year 70 AD. The nation of Israel was recreated through some political operatives after World War II. So in that almost 2,000 year period, what did it even mean to bless Israel or to curse Israel? There was no Israel per se. I think the scripture makes it clear that it's about whether you're blessing or cursing the true children of Abraham, those who believe the promises of the gospel.
Well, I mean, he makes a lot of sense to me. She's back, all right. What kind of pizza did you get? Dun, 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 dun. Big Bisbee. Bigsby. On LI Pizzeria right up the road. Nice. Right on. Oh yeah, I did bookmark it.
That's the thing about peptides too, the Wolverine stack, BP 157 and TB 500. I don't know if you ever get injured. If you ever get injured, get immediately on BP 157 and TB 500.
I didn't hear about TB 500. What's that one?
Thymosin beta 500.
Oh, yes,
It's in conjunction with BPC 157. It is a fucking phenomenal stack. And it just really helps injuries.
I didn't know they called it the Wolverine stack.
That's what they call it, the Wolverine
For
stack.
healing,
Yeah, because you fucking heal incredibly well. Like it quickly. I was talking to a pro football player, pulled his hamstring. He's like, dude, I shot that shit right into my hamstring for 2 weeks, and I was right back on the field.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing about.
So that's what I started taking. Was that the Wolverine stack and the NAD plus, and I can't remember what that stands for either. Ukraine has destroyed the largest wild berries logistics hub in Russia with estimated damages exceeding $1.5 billion. The largest wild berries logistics hub. That can't be good, right? I mean, attacking food plants cannot be good. Now I don't want my Thai food, says CG2. Regular slice and white slice for breakfast. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you how it works. I mean, it's crazy, Nick, because my buddy, you know, I don't know what he does. He does all kinds of crap. You can see it in his face. When I was doing HGH before, the Sarah, I can't remember, I don't know how to say it. It's like a weaker version of the HGH. I could have swore I could see, like, you know, like your face kind of starts doing like Conor McGregor a little bit, you know, getting all thick. Well, I can definitely see in my buddy Choppy, but he does like real HGH and all kinds of shit. So, but the NAD, I can already feel that kick in. But yeah, no, I definitely will. I'll definitely tell you. It was painful as shit to inject those. I'll tell you what. I didn't like that one bit. I forgot how much that sucks. But I only have to do one of them twice a week, and then the other one 5 days a week. So. Here's the video I tried to find earlier. It's the German Shepherd, or the dog, looking at Andrew Wilson's leg, his foot shaking. Oh, it's a cat. Thought it was a damn dog. I never watched the whole video before. It's a damn cat. It's a black cat. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Let's see here. What else do we have? Jeb Corliss. This dude is just absolutely insane. I've been watching some of his videos. He's the guy who puts on the wingsuit and jumps from, like he just recently did one where he flew past a pyramid, like a Giza pyramid. But he's absolutely insane. We played a couple of his videos before. This was like 20 years ago, but which one is this? One of them made me sweat. I can't remember if it was this one or the one where he was jumped off the Eiffel Tower. I watched them both this morning. I was like, holy shit. My palms were literally sweating. I got so nervous watching this shit.
When you're just about to hit something, don't.
Good advice. Okay, guys. How it going, man?
Have fun. Ciao.
Remember, don't have to do it.
I know.
You got to ask me about that one, man. I really thought about it.
Fucking sketchy exit point, dude. All right.
5 seconds.
See you guys. How's it going, man?
Where you came from?
The sky. How's it going, guys? Yeah, everything's good.
He is crazy. Let me see if I can find the Eiffel Tower one real quick. Oh, wait, we just got to go to this thing. Watch this one. Well, this is a short version of the Eiffel Tower one. This is the one that made me sweat, but it was because it was like a 5-minute video. This is the quick version. He is fucking nuts, man.
Woo! That was good. Yeah. Yeah, really good visuals. Woo!
That's so sick that they're able to talk to each other like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. The weather up there was great. Whew. That was good. Through the crack. There's a whole bunch of cows up there. Oh, really?
Well, they must already be on the ground.
Just hanging out.
The video, I mean, or the audio, I mean.
Whew, nice one.
So cool. So close. Can he crash into the mountain? He definitely could. And a lot of those people have died doing that. He's jumped with people that have died. Very dangerous sport. But you know, that dude, Jeb Corliss, he's a cool individual. I don't like some of his tweets that he's been putting out lately. I don't know if he's a TPUSA guy or what, but as far as like his fucking, the dude has balls of steel. This one I thought was really cool because I know this isn't one of the, I don't know anything about the pyramids, if this is one of the great pyramids, but this is a pyramid of Giza. But I always thought the desert was just relatively sand, mostly just sand. There's a lot of rocks in the sand. Just kind of cool to watch this video as he makes his approach down towards this pyramid. There's definitely a lot of rocks in that sand. You know, maybe I'm just a dumbass, but I always thought that the desert near the pyramids would be mostly sand. I guess it is mostly sand. There's a lot of rocks. I'd like to go there one day and see that for myself. I'm already calling bullshit. Super cool jump, though. Fucking, he's such a badass, man. You gotta be fucking, you gotta have nerves of steel to do that shit. Nick, I just had a chance earlier to go see your son boxing on your channel. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you had a channel, Nick. How come I didn't know about this? I didn't know you had a son that boxed, and I didn't know you had a channel. That's awesome. How old is he? Is he like doing like an amateur boxing thing, or? I made a short. Oh, you made a short? I have to check it out. Let me see if I can find it. What's the name of the channel? I made 218. Oh, you made 2. He's 18. Gotcha. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I had no idea. Or if you can put the link, I'll go to my show on my phone. Nick M5357. Okay, let me see if I can find it.
No,
That's awesome, Nick.
come on, bro. Do it with your punch. Go under it, though. I'm 13. All right. Yep. Hands up, bro. When you do that. Yep. Hands up, though. You can't see it. I'll show you later. Come on, bro. Do it with your punch. Go under it, though. I'm 13. All right.
That's awesome. I wish I had somebody to train me how to fight when I was a kid. That's cool. I didn't even know that you had a channel. I'll subscribe to it.
Come on, bro. Do it with your punch.
No, those are the only 2 videos you have on there, huh? That's cool. Right on, Nick. It's badass. for Jeb Corliss there. This one, I don't know. I mean, she's a Luigi Mangione supporter, whether he did it or not. This lady. So, I guess we need people out there that are gonna fight for your rights, no matter what. I mean, I just try to put something on there, bro. It's nothing big things. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, I mean, well, that's just how it starts. You just never know. I mean, you might not think that you don't even have any desire to do anything like that. And then you do a couple, and then you do another one, and then it leads to this. You know what I mean? Especially boxing. It's such like a dialed in thing. There's no question about, what type of people would watch that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be people interested in boxing. So it's way cool. I don't know, is that your gym or what? That's a badass gym. If I was him, I would get married from jail. Luigi? Oh yeah. I just tried to. Okay, we read that one. He's probably got all kinds. I mean, right? He's getting like, I don't know how much money he got, but I know it's a lot, hundreds of thousands, if not probably millions, in donations. He could probably get as much money as he needed, actually. Whatever the that's your friend's gym. That's sick. And there's the link. So let's listen to this lady talk about Luigi really quick. Now the guys on the text line really know how I feel about the situation. This kind of stuff, I just kind of keep my opinions to myself online. You know what I mean? Even I have my own limitations on here. Can you believe that?
I'm here because Luigi has a surprise hearing in federal court. We're not really sure what's going on, but there have been murmurs of a possible plea deal.
And how do you feel about that possible plea deal?
I've always said I support Luigi whether or not he did it. So for me, I always knew this could be on the table. So I wouldn't really be fazed by one.
Some people are saying it's a legal tactic to maybe set up a potential double jeopardy situation for New York State court to protect him from that. How do you feel about those claims?
Yeah, I think it's smart, but it's also risky because there's no guarantee that that will happen. And I do think Judge Caro is probably not going to let it slide that easily based off of my impression on him.
Right.
So I'd be interested to see if that actually works out.
Right. How do you feel about Judge Caro in general and how he's handling the press at this point?
Yeah, I'm happy with the final response that they gave with the press issue. But when he was saying, we've always been trying to accommodate more people, I find that to be untrue. In February, there were 300 people up in that hallway, and there were murmurs of an overflow room, but actually last minute they ended up shrinking the room. Okay. So I don't think that they've been accommodating until there was an objection made.
Right. And Luigi made an objection, right? He sent in a letter, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it was by the defense, but it stated that the defendant wanted that, and it was the first time I think I've seen that written in a motion.
How'd that make you feel?
It wasn't a shock. I think it's been apparent to me that Luigi wants as many eyes on this as possible so that the public can make their own decisions.
Right, exactly. And what do you think the response is going to be if he does take this guilty plea today in general?
I think there will be mixed responses. I know there's a lot of supporters that still think there's a possibility that he maybe didn't do this or that he is going to fight and do all the trials possible. But for me, it doesn't change anything.
Right. So there are some people who don't want him to. I presume some of the supporters who don't want him to think this is a bad maneuvering.
Yes, I have seen people saying online, like, what was this all for? Why were we doing all this? And to those people, I say, this is about a movement. It is about Luigi, but it's also about the conversation he started. So if you were just here for a free, fair trial for him, that's not afforded to most people.
Right.
So.
How much time is he looking at if he pleads guilty? How much time is Luigi Mangione looking at if he pleads guilty? Luigi Mangione faces a maximum sentence of life in prison, but federal prosecutors have indicated that sentencing guidelines suggest a range of 24 to 30 years. He already pleaded guilty to federal stalking charges in Manhattan, and his formal sentencing is scheduled for December 18th of this year. If he receives the guideline range, he would be released between the ages of 52 and 58. I'm 53. Would you like more detail? No. Crazy. Candace had nothing is the line they're deciding on since it's all they've got. Clearly, Candace had the entire year of content. Clearly, Candace has an entire year of content so compelling that they're losing their minds over how many people find their claims, evidence, and discussions worth listening to. Yeah, I don't know why I bookmarked that one. And those are all the videos I have. The rest of these are from the last show. Let me go back and double check. Yep. Looks like it. Just wanted to come on here and keep it moving. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. CG2, did you decide on what you're going to eat for dinner? 24 to 25 or whatever the jury or judge says. Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, I still don't even know what the details were. Like, I know it was like the CEO of healthcare or something, of United Healthcare, whatever that is, I think, right? And then he came up behind him and shot him in the back of the head and killed him. It just, you know what I mean? Like, it just, and the messed up thing is that, you know, including my stepdad, you know, my stepdad died because the medical system's fucked up and it's crooked. And they choose, you know, people get left behind. You know, my dad had really good insurance and stuff, but so, but I mean, can you condone that type of shit? I mean, maybe. I guess it just depends on, you know. There's a lot of people that said that we can't vote our way out of this, and it's, you know, there needs to be a revolution. I think it was, God, what's that guy's name? Ari Shafir said that politicians need to start getting killed before things are going to change. So, I don't know. Tomorrow is a new day, right? Hey, teacher. Yeah, just one day at a time. I think I'm going to the admin building tomorrow. I need to get my butt in the kitchen and throw some stuff away and start over. Fresh. Monday's fresh. What is tomorrow? The 17th. Yeah. We got 2 more Mondays this month. Damn. We were talking about this yesterday. It really does seem like time is moving faster, you know? And it was the shower scene from Ferris Bueller when he says, if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. And it's so true, you know? Ka-ching, ka-ching. As long as my kids and everything, and they're taken care of and they're having fun, I'm good. You know what I mean? That's what I care about. And I'm sure you guys do too. I asked my daughter what they're doing today. I called her this morning just to make sure that they're good, you know. They're going to a Renaissance fair. So, all right. Well, you guys have fun. Must be in Bonnie Lake. So, yeah, all is well over here. Enjoy your pizza. Enjoy your pizza, teacher. Yeah. Take care, Nick. CG2. Whatever you plan on having for dinner. Oh, here we go. I guess Thai food because I can't have it tomorrow because I'm having dental work. Gotcha. It's just one of those times where you just have to do what you got to do. Yep, I understand. I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. I'll probably go to the store. 2:42 on a Sunday. All right, guys. CG2, good luck. You can't eat it a couple days after. Yep. Or you can eat it a couple days after. Peace out, Osada. Yep. All right, guys. Have a good one. We will see you next time.